Rattle that ice a little more, Steve.
All right, we've got excellent connection. We're streaming live. Let me go ahead and start the recording too. All right, everybody, welcome to Three Fat Truckers. We're your hosts. I'm Bill. Joining me are my co-hosts Dave and Steve. How's it going, guys?
Morning, or good afternoon, I should say.
Well, say it's afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good day. Have a great time. Enjoy the show.
Yeah, this is episode 16. We are recording live. Well, we're recording and streaming live.
For now.
We'll see how it goes. We haven't done a live stream in a while, but anyway, we're streaming live.
Oh, I'm sure we know how to screw it up, so we'll get there eventually. Trust us.
Believe me, I've done my share of screwing up on these live streams. That's just a problem, and we've gotten kind of used to it just working correctly. So if anybody is in the chat and there's any problems, let us know if you don't mind. We're recording and streaming live. This is September 11th. I will put a link to the show notes.
Is this when I'm supposed to interrupt me, Bill?
No, it's not.
Oh, that was way, but you missed it.
I missed it.
It was earlier. It was earlier.
Yeah, Steve went ahead and took care of it for you. So
you're supposed
to
worry. Interrupt right away. Dave.
Oh,
come on.
I'm sorry.
Well, anyway, yeah.
Preoccupied today.
I guess we've got a little bit of news for you. I don't know. I'm flying completely blind here.
Well, that's because if you wouldn't work your life away and get on here and follow us, answer your phone now and then, we could keep you informed. I mean, Christ, we're tired of carrying you, Bill.
Have some fine words for somebody that didn't even look at these notes till probably the same time I did. But yeah, here we go. We got some more of Steve's excellent, maybe fake, maybe real news.
Don't build it up too much. I sort of just mailed it in this week. We'll see.
Phoned it in. Way to go.
Phoned it in last week.
Yeah.
And it turned out okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think Steve figured out last week that he could just completely make up four stories and just say that they were all fake.
I would say they just realized that I'm so full of bullshit, but they already knew that before. So
yeah.
But
we'll see how it goes.
I'll tell you what, though.
I can't believe you'd lie to me.
I was sort of disciplined this week, Bill, because I found one that I really wanted to put in here, and I saved it for the next time. So I'll be chewing at the bit for the next show for this story.
I like it when he chews at the bit.
But yeah, Dave's got us some actual real news on here.
Well,
it looks like when I perused through it, it looked like more or less you ranting and raving because somebody must have cut you off.
No, I like pissing people off.
You're one of those.
And I got a good story I had for this that fit right into this because it happened after we talked about this. Actually, my daughter brought this up to me up at the lake over the holiday weekend, and she said, how come people do not understand what the law is? And I go, I don't know. She goes, you're out there with these crazies every day. So
it's funny. Yeah, I actually brought this up. I was sitting in traffic where they had a lane closed over in between Terre Haute and Indianapolis. I couldn't tell you exactly where I was at. In fact, I think it was in Terre Haute. And you and I had just had this conversation where you were telling me you were going to bring this up on the show, and I thought this would be a good idea. This would be a good time to do a quick little shameless plug on the CB radio for our show, and then sort of fire up a topic of conversation on the radio as well. And that's when I brought up, what we should be doing is what they call the zipper method or the zipper merge, where everybody just stays in the lane. And then I sat back and enjoyed the show.
On how many people didn't know what you were talking about?
It was interesting because some people did agree with this, and but the logic behind it is
it's the mindset of
it's unconventional.
People. Yeah.
Well, everybody has to participate.
Therein lies
one
the
aspect screws up the whole thing.
So and to be clear,
will lead into my story.
And there's always the one that's always me.
Yeah.
not you. So
yeah, to be clear, what we're talking about here for everybody.
Yeah, you might as well just start it off, Bill, and then.
Well, yeah, this is a topic we're going to get into real quick. Well, it won't be real quick. One thing we all know that we're dealing with a lot, whether you drive a truck or not, is construction zones and the inevitable slowdown whenever they close off an entire lane, and then all the drama that ensues.
Well, so much far as when they close off one lane, but when they make 3 go down to 1, it's madness.
I mean, and along with all the usual troubles where you don't always know exactly what lane to be in, because of the way they do road construction these days, they'll close down one lane one day, and then the next day they'll close down another, and then the next day they'll route you all the way to the other side. You just you can't figure it out and then hold on to it. So,
well, one thing I've learned here lately, since you guys drove over the road, I've been in this business forever, but I wasn't over the road. So I'm Midwest. We have what I call orange flowers every year. The flowers bloom every year. But as I drive around the country, some of these places do it year round. They never quit doing construction like you get down in Texas. And I mean, winter don't bring it to a halt. We're up here.
Well, they don't get winter in Texas.
Yeah.
Usually.
Not like we do.
Well, the last few years that's been
right. But
snow in places that never had snow. Yeah.
Even where it's cold, like in southern Arkansas and over there in Missouri, I noticed they do their construction year round. South Carolina, North Carolina, and it's like, damn, people, we don't even get a break. Northern Indiana, we get a break.
But in Arkansas, Dave, they're putting holes in the road.
Well, that's true.
Well, I'll say this, though, about Arkansas and Missouri. They shut down they'll shut down a lane where they need to, and then you've got, that's it.
No.
Here in Indiana, they'll shut down 12 friggin' miles of a lane just to do one 68-foot bridge,
Have you noticed, though, down that way, Bill, if you'll be coming up on the construction and it'll say right lane close, they swing you over to the left. You're only in that left lane for half a mile. Then they swing you back to the right in the construction.
Indiana's doing that too now.
And I don't know, that's just more to slow everybody down before they get to the actual spot.
Well, I got a kick. I brought this up with my family, and there are a lot of truck drivers, and they're the mindset of when you see the sign that says left lane closed, you get in the right lane. And then they got into this
conventional thinking right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Then they got into the argument with me saying it says merge. And I said, you can drive up and down that highway all day long. It never says merge. Never does it say. It says lane closed. And sometimes it says use both lanes. It depends what state you're in. But we got a holdout on all this. The zipper move has been going on now since 1974. They started trying to teach people this. California is the only state that's not going to enforce it. They want you to merge a mile ahead. But California is the only state, too. It's 55 mile an hour everywhere. So go ahead and start off and read this lady's little story.
Yeah, it turns out somebody's done a little write-up on this.
And it's a pretty good write-up, too. Not very long.
Where is this from, then?
It should be everything right above it.
From the Safety Resource Center report posted on November 14th, 2018. Now, this has been around a while. I mean, like Dave said, there's nothing new about this whatsoever, but nonetheless, here we go. And this is
it'll fire people up still.
This is written by someone named Chris. I apologize ahead of time. Giarretana. Sound good?
Better not have done.
Okay, then. What is the zipper merge? All right. So the zipper merge is one way that drivers can merge from one lane to another if they notice a lane closure is coming up. Oftentimes, lanes close on highways or city streets due to construction or traffic accidents, and these areas can cause headaches for all drivers on the road. With this merged system, drivers are able to utilize both lanes of traffic until the defined merge area. At the point where the lane ends, drivers will take turns alternating through a zipper-like pattern where cars funnel into the open lane. The Department of Transportation, apparently meaning more than one, states, recommends this method for several reasons, including can reduce the overall length of traffic by up to 40%, reduces lane speeds differences. Oh, look at his math skills.
I got my shoes off. I cheated.
Reduces lane speeds differences, improves throughput of traffic even in heavily congested areas, reduces congestion on highway exchanges, reduces accidents in construction zones. Even though some drivers think that passing drivers are personally insulting them,
Steve, cut me off.
I'm waving number one to you the whole way, Dave.
The truth is that in heavily congested, low-moving traffic situations, drivers need to do everything they can to keep traffic moving. This is not only in their personal best interest, but it is also in the interest of all drivers on the road. So the thing about this is this would require a cultural shift, I think, in the conventional way of thinking, because you come out, these guys come out of driving school way back, or they came on the road.
I don't think our generation's ever going to change.
No,
it'll be change after us, because there's too many old guys out there that think you're cutting in line at Cedar Point and he's going to ride the ride first.
Well, I mean, they've got a logic behind it, which and I've heard somebody make this argument the other day when I brought this up on the radio. They said, no, that doesn't even make sense. If everybody gets into the lane that they're supposed to be in, then the lane keeps moving, and that is manifestly untrue.
Well, what happens is you take 40 cars in a 1 mile area and try putting 40 cars in a straight line, which stretches that line out to 3 miles.
Yeah.
Better keeping them in side by side. See, that's the mindset they don't realize. So,
and the further back that line goes, the more it slows down, because as you stretch a reaction out further and further, the effect of that reaction slows.
Then you come into the accordion effect, where it's speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what makes your left leg feel like it's gonna. That's why my left leg is like.
That's why you love an automatic. I'll tell you right now.
Man, look at you.
Nothing worse than a traffic jam on a bike when it's 100 degrees out and you move 10 feet.
I remember when Steve had that automatic Volvo a few years ago. It was
traffic stoplights. Who cared?
I mean, it was a pooch of a truck, but
but
it was. He didn't mind.
Well, one guy I drove for, he had one that was set up right. It only went 65, but it was like a race car stoplight to stoplight. You just mashed.
Go as fast.
Oh gosh, it was fun to drive. I couldn't believe it.
I've never had one. I'm afraid the first time I have one, I'm going to be so smitten by it that.
Well, the problem is, for some
reason,
only way
you'd be drive, it has to be set up right, because they set them up.
It has to be a 12-speed, from what I understand.
Yes.
Well, not one of the 10
are terrible.
And your foot just keeps looking for some stupid pedal. You feel like an idiot, going like, where'd it go?
No, you reach down for the shifter and it's not there.
And it ain't there. Yeah, that's the other effect.
So what's to say here? Will they get road rage? I don't know anything about that.
Well, okay. The article goes on. Zipper merge versus early merge. When most drivers first see a lane closed ahead, many people try to merge into the appropriate lane too quickly. This type of merging pattern is called the early merge, and it is one of the most common driving patterns among American drivers. The process of merging early requires both drivers who are joining and drivers who are allowing other cars into their lane to slow down. This driving behavior can lead to unexpected lane switching, traffic flow issues, and even increase the likelihood of serious crashes. The best way to keep
even early merging pisses some people off. You know, if you see the sign and you try getting over, they won't let you over then.
No,
and you're like 3 miles from the construction.
It's like when you're 3 miles from getting to the merge, you're in the left lane and you're only going 50, and everybody else still wanting to go 80. Then they're telling you you're number one.
Yeah, I mean,
so
as I said, it's cultural,
not perfect.
And the other problem, and I'm not pointing fingers or being resentful or anything, but the problem is that in this country, our signs are all written in English. And I knew that was going to come across.
What you trying to say, man?
This is not so good. I do not know what this sign is saying.
Oh, it's just how it is.
I am willing to learn. I am willing to learn all of your intricacies.
Merge. What is merge?
They don't say merge. Just
that is my wife. My wife's name is Merge.
What is Mierga?
Anyway.
What is Mierga?
Well,
gay.
Yeah.
Bill.
Excuse me, Bill. You know what that means.
Ooh, yes.
Anyway.
I don't know where I'm at here.
But while the zipper merge may
get the highlighted part
safer,
here.
The best way to keep traffic moving and to reduce the likelihood of causing dangerous situations is to use both lanes for as long as possible and then alternate merging vehicles into the open lane using the, quote, zipper merge, unquote. While this sounds counterintuitive, there has been much research around this issue to show that utilizing both lanes for as long as possible can dramatically increase the throughput of any given area. Most drivers choose the early merge approach, which they see a lane closed ahead, but they want to be nice and don't want to cheat other drivers. However, the truth is that it is safer and more efficient to remain in your current lane until you reach the defined merge area and then take turns merging into the open lane. Yeah, okay. Well,
they call me the cheater, Bill.
Okay.
They call me the
this brings me up to my little adventure this week. I was going
give it to me.
I was going up to a nice, lovely drive up to Detroit today, or this week, I should say, and we have this problem. So we have two semis driving side by side, running along there at 18 mile an hour, and they probably had about a mile gap in front of them till where the cars were.
They're the traffic control police.
Right. They're controlling the traffic. Yes. So we get all the way up and then they merge and with everybody goes through. And by that time, everybody's speeding up because we're all side beside them, you know, so it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. We get right through. So I get up in front of the nice tanker driver that was in the right lane holding everybody up. And I slow down and he tries past me and I slow down again. I get him down to 40 mile an hour going up 75 and will not let him pass. And he's on the radio cussing me out. And I go, you had no problem holding me up before the construction, thinking you're the boss. I think I'll just hold you up now because that's apparently how it works. We just decide to hold people up and hold. Oh, he was mad and he was heavy and long as a Michigan train. He couldn't get going. And every time he'd get going, I'd slow him down again. And up 75, we go at 40 mile an hour. So
you get what you get.
And they're
not out there to be the traffic control.
No,
you know, drive your own vehicle and worry about yourself, not everybody else.
We had two drivers from Republic. Name may be in Waste Management, but either way, got a ticket for driving side by side. An officer came up and wrote them both a ticket for disrupting the flow of traffic. So it's illegal to do. And I was just kind of giving him back a little what he gave all of us.
Exactly.
And that brings, I mean, that's a whole nother topic right there, is these states that insist on not allowing trucks in the middle lane. And
well, that's because
you pay road tax on all of them.
So, sure do.
And it's split speed limits. You got trucks running along at 50
that's dangerous.
And cars running at 70. And why are we having rear end collisions? I wouldn't know.
Gee,
you know, they drive like idiots, cutting in and out of traffic, and then come behind a truck, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
So,
okay, then it goes on again. Why the zipper merge isn't perfect? While the zipper method is the most efficient and safest way to merge two lanes, it is not perfect. Even though the data shows the method is the best way to merge, the human sense of being cheated by a driver passing them in the left lane or in the lane that is about to end often makes a zipper merge inefficient. Here are a few of the most notable factors that reduce the effectiveness of the zipper merge and can cause some drivers to be angry when seeing other drivers engaging in this driving pattern. The first is impatient motorists, and these are all going to be human issues. When people merge early, they are stuck in a backed up and slow moving lane. After sitting in that lane for an extended period of time, many drivers become stressed and can develop road rage. It is important to note that while drivers in the open lane technically have the right of way, all merging etiquette laws suggest that drivers should let merging vehicles into their lane if safe and appropriate. The next on the list is entitled drivers. Many drivers think that when they see a lane closed ahead sign,
that's me.
Well, I mean, I really am entitled though.
I'm bigger than you. I got a big truck. Get out of my way.
That's right. These big old trucks, they pay for all these roads to get built with all these road tax and all that there. You just get the hell up out of my way there, Roger.
Roger Wilco.
How you damn hurt?
Yeah.
Many drivers think that when they see a lane closed ahead sign, that everyone should move to the open lane as soon as possible. This mentally can breed a sense of entitlement for drivers in the open lane, and as result, drivers who are looking to merge could face a dangerous situation if they are not allowed into the open lane. If no one lets the driver in from the closed lane, the driver might be forced to act aggressively and could cause an accident. Number 3 on the list is road rage. Road rage can hit the nicest people and push someone into a sense of warrior justice. Now we're into me. Sitting in traffic is not.
Hey, Dave, it sounds like Xena, warrior princess.
Oh yes, Xena. Sitting in traffic that is not moving can raise anger quickly, and this is only multiplied in a person's mind when they see cars speeding by them in the lane that is soon to close. As a result, drivers who have had to sit through the merging traffic are less likely to allow other drivers into their lane. Number 4, and finally, a lack of sharing increased traffic congestion.
Y'all seen the sign back there? Get in behind.
Y'all seen that daggum old sign back there? What's the matter? Can't you read English?
My mama told me I didn't have to share.
They and a whole lot of F words and a whole lot of racial slurs and a whole lot of
this is taking a long time to get through.
You got somewhere to be, Steve?
No.
Are we keeping you from something more important in your life?
No, he wants to merge and we're holding him up.
He's in the lane.
Me.
I've been sitting in the daggum lane all this time. All y'all daggum fart drivers getting out there in that right lane.
I've been shopping for seat covers. What you mean?
A lack of sharing increased traffic congestion. Due to the above errors in how we interpret merging traffic, many people will choose to either join early or not let merging traffic into their lane. Both of these situations, I ain't joining. Nah. Both of these situations can result in bottlenecks and traffic buildups. Instead of utilizing both lanes for maximum throughput, many drivers will try to take the high road by merging early, even though this will only increase the overall pain everyone feels.
I didn't think we allowed to get high.
Nope.
Okay. Bill, go ahead and share that lovely picture we posted up there so all these people online can see. It always screws us. Well, scroll down a little farther. There's a picture. Now, he'll screw his computer up.
NDOT.
Yeah, that's NDOT. This is not Nobody else. This is the Department of Transportation put this up.
So yeah, we got a little. There's a diagram on here to illustrate what we've been talking about. So if you're watching the YouTube version, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you are listening to the audio only version, then you need to go look at the video version anyway, because we need you to go like and subscribe. So this will be a good opportunity to do that. So this is the zipper merge.
Or get on the Facebook or page and
get on them our internets.
Yeah, we have it posted elsewhere.
So what this is basically this is the merge point right here. And everybody is kind of just staying in their lane and then getting up here and then literally taking turns. One from the right, one from the left, one from the right, one from the left. There is absolutely no mathematical reason why this should not work other than cultural reasons.
No, the only reason is because Steve will be in front of me. And even though we get through the construction, I'm 65 mile an hour faster than him. Why is he in front of me to go through it?
Yeah.
Dave, you were not 65 mile an hour faster than the truck I had.
Well, that's true, too. I was in my pickup truck.
Oh.
or my Jeep truck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's all out there. I mean, you're not going to please everybody for how this is supposed to work. I mean,
but you know what? But us putting it out there, helping people understand.
That's a good idea. I mean,
it's like going viral. If enough people talk about it, maybe some of these old crankety truck drivers like us.
Well, and it's almost the same, pretty much the same aspect of like when you're leaving a parking lot at a sporting event or something and people start coming down the lanes. You alternate every other one.
Yeah.
And it goes smoothly. It's pretty much the same concept.
Yeah, you're going to get out of there in an hour, but
yeah. So, anyway.
I like
it. It was good to know, Dave. Good to know.
It's good we put a little knowledge out there about the trucking business because we all love it and we all hate it.
Right now it's going to be 50-50. Everybody's 50% that likes it, and there's another 50 is you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's bullshit. So
I think you hit the nail on the head when you said guys from our generation are not likely to accept something like this, because I can remember all the way back when I came out of trucking school and I'm in the truck with my trainer, and the first thing he's talking about, one of the first things we ended up engaging in is one of those, highway police things where we're going neck and neck with another truck to hold four-wheelers back, because that was always, that highway hero crap was that is part of the old school culture out here that needs to, given enough time, it'll all drown out, I suppose. But
that's back in the days when you come home and you put remember they sewed the little American flag on your sleeve and used the truck driver, good truck driver.
I've had several uniforms that had that sleeve on it.
Oh yeah,
because we used to go up into Canada back in the day.
Yeah.
Did you guys actually get to look at the one thing I sent you on Messenger for a TikTok that some guy's doing? He does his own sort of show or podcast deal that about autonomous driving semis, a company down there out of Texas, that Stevens, not the Stevens Transport, the other one, about having one truck in the front with the driver and the other drivers in the other truck sleeping, and it automatically follows the truck in front of it through some kind of program or something.
We got that now, because I see a lot of people that just follow behind me, and if I go left, they go left. If I go right, they go right.
I was going to try and do a little more research on that, get a little more information, and maybe talk about it the next show. But I didn't know if you guys actually able to get any of that information or not. That I sent
what you need to do is when you send that to us, go ahead and post that on the Facebook group page. And that way everybody get a chance to look at it.
Oh, hey,
the
hold on. Hey, Bill,
Facebook group
which
page.
There's only one now.
Put it on, Bill.
The official one, the one that actually has people on it.
Yeah.
Not the one that only has one person.
There's only one Facebook page now.
We're going to need you to wait all the way
delete it, did you?
Yeah.
For nobody that knows what's going on here, a little inside joke. Dave gets on here and tells, Hey, Bill, I started a Facebook page for Three Fat Truckers, and Bill looks at him all dumbfounded and says, "We already have one."
And
Dave's
he knew
like,
that because he posted.
"Oh, wait a minute! I
on it.
posted on it, didn't I?" Huh. Little Dave Heimers.
Sometimes I'm just like,
hey, if I made your life that easy, you would not be able to get through. That's not my.
Well, I'm sitting here just kind of like waiting on the punchline because I feel like no way this time, no way.
I already knew.
Gotcha,
I already knew it was Dave Heimers the whole way, dude. So,
yeah.
Oh my God.
I worry about you sometimes, Dave.
That's all right. I got it. And I'm leaving here in about half an hour and going to work and heading to California. I may need a little help.
We have burned up.
Who's this at the Grateful Dead concert here?
Oh, this guy is an old internet friend of mine. He was a ranking state trooper. Down in Indianapolis. And he's a good friend. He showed up to my dad's funeral back in the day, but he does a lot of.
He's a deadhead then.
A bit of one, yeah. But he was a major. I hope he doesn't mind me saying all this, but he was a major in the Indiana State Police.
Yeah. Too late now.
Well, he didn't give his name, so.
It's Christopher.
Very subtle, Bill.
Hey, Bill, I meant don't give his name, okay?
If he didn't like it, he shouldn't have been the only person in the chat.
Okay, Bill.
Well, he's not.
Hold on.
Who else we got?
Hey, Bill.
I don't see anybody, but
don't be a wuss. Give his last name. No, don't.
So he can't hear us.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't think he can?
Did we forget to unmute again?
No.
No, he's at a concert, so he can't hear what we're saying. He's just looking at our faces.
So hey, I put like 4 of them on here this time. I'm gonna read the first one myself because it's not really. Ooh. I don't know. It's just I just started typing and this is what come out, and it's not really a.
That's
story.
Always scary.
Oh no, some of the best shit comes out like that. But anyways, I just labeled these here Tales of Truth. Okay. And this first one I got on here says Halloween Horror Tales from the Road. And for some reason, I don't know why, I brain farted and I keep thinking this is October. And I'm ready for Halloween, getting that in that mode or whatever. So this is what I come up with early. So bear with me because I know I'm a month ahead of time, okay? But that gives you guys some time here as far as sending some stuff into us if you got time. I'll just start. It says, Dave, cool your shit alone. I can see you typing. Look at him, Bill. It says it's that time of year again where we're heading into corn stalks, pumpkins, scarecrows, hay bales, and all the pumpkin spice coffee.
Keep it classy, Dave.
Oh, don't worry. I'll put Dave's name behind that. And all the pumpkin spice coffee you can drink. But there's always horror stories from drivers and weird things they've seen out there on the road around this time of year as we go into the fall season. You have stories like the old Phantom 309 by Red Sovine, that old song. The old tale of the black dog, kids being pranksters and dropping pumpkins off the overpasses. So they splat all over the road, and we can't forget the dreaded Hell's Night in Detroit. I'm sure we have fellow drivers out there with more tales, which I'd love to hear. So anyone with a good story, please share it with us via email or YouTube or in the chat, and we'll try and share some of them on the next show. So here's a story I remember, okay, that I wanted to share. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. There was a couple kids being kids just north of Indianapolis on I-65. One of the kids were hanging a concrete block off of the overpass by a rope, just low enough so drivers could see it in front of their windshield. As drivers would approach, they would pull it back up just in time before the vehicle would hit it. The horrific problem occurred when the young man didn't get the block pulled back up in time, and a semi hit the block and slammed it through the windshield, which was hooked to the rope that was, yes, wrapped around the young man's arm. It did rip the boy's arm off immediately. The shitty part of this story was the truck driver got arrested.
For
armed robbery. Okay, that's funny.
That was funny.
Oh,
okay.
Where's that sound at? I need that sound effect.
I didn't know we were gonna.
He was
okay, Bill.
He wasn't ready.
I was waiting for me to tell if it was true or not true, and I wasn't waiting for a punchline.
Okay, the other three. There's only three. I'll let you go through them, and we'll see what you guys got come up with this week.
So is this? So this story here was not part of that.
No.
Yeah, it was. I just wanted to read it.
Okay, so we have to guess now if it's true or not.
True or not?
Well, it's complicated though because is it enough to say that maybe it happened, but the whole part about the driver being charged with armed robbery, that's a bit ridiculous.
But it was funny.
It was a little funny.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I took a pill to keep myself from laughing to death.
Yes, I've heard about this, but I think you're off on the age. This was a big thing in the 70s. Don't remember much of it or any earlier.
It's happened enough in recent history to where if I see a group of individuals on an overpass,
I change lanes.
I change lanes.
Yep.
Like at the last second.
Yep.
If I can, to keep them from being able to react. But I'm going to say this is a true story other than the armed robbery part. What do you think, Dave?
I'm going false. I think it was a leg robbery.
Urban legend. This has been passed down and passed
Folks,
down and passed down.
Nobody sucks at this like I do.
I got me a star.
Just a Hoover vacuum cleaner. Hey,
yeah, I'll tell you what.
Well, that's only one. You got three more to redeem yourself.
Here's exactly what went through my head. If the kid lowered it down too low, he had to catch a windshield. I was thinking maybe he caught a top of a trailer and it slung the Brock over the bridge and pulled him off the other side. Because, like the big whip.
Wow, that's some Roadrunner type, coyote type stuff.
I like the Roadrunner. The Acme
Was that an
brick.
Acme brick that he had in there?
And landed right on the kid. Yep. That's a good urban legend.
Okay. So number 2, I'll go ahead and. Oh, great. We're going to talk about female body parts. All right.
Well,
she
that's
didn't cuff.
News, Bill.
A woman glues her vagina shut to frame her boyfriend. Sometimes I. A woman glued her vagina shut as a bizarre bid to frame her ex-boyfriend for kidnapping and abuse, is jailed for 10 years in Spain. Vanessa Gesto accused Ivan Rico, 36, who spent several days on remand in prison for her lies unraveled when CCTV footage showed her buying a kidnap kit. Sell them at Walmart, do they?
Nope. Apparently. No, you get
Chinese-run supermarket.
From a Chinese-run supermarket where she purchased knives that she used to cut herself with. She accused her boyfriend of abuse and squeezing a tube of glue in her private parts before dumping her on the street. False.
This one's true.
True.
See, folks,
This one's true.
Yep, this one's true. I got the full story on the other. I didn't paste it over, but it wasn't. This is the best part of the whole thing. There ain't too much else to read.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3, spelling bee. Huh?
You're 0 for 2.
I don't plan on getting a single one of these right. Number 3, spelling bee champion fired at Alphabet Soup Factory.
What's that? I didn't hear. Whoa.
Let me read it again.
Yeah, I was reading the response from Star Child over here. Okay, I'm ready. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Spelling bee champion fired at Alphabet Soup Factory. God, stop.
Oh, when I see that, I was just crying. I was like, I got to do this.
Aaron Young was the spelling bee champion of Connecticut in 1994, which obviously did not carry over to his real life. He worked at the local Healthy Choice processing company that makes a variety of soups and pre-made meals that are distributed across the country. He was fired on Monday for throwing out all of the F's from the alphabet soup he was inspecting.
Too much pho in his soup.
Keep reading.
The foreman noticed he was taking the unusual amount of time to go through the ingredients as they went down the line. That's when he noticed that Aaron was removing something and came to find out what it was. Out that it was the letter F from soup letters. He was approached and asked why he was doing it. The only answer he had for the foreman was he hated the letter. It was the letter he missed in 1995 that cost him the spelling bee title for that year. It just goes to show that homeschooling creates some different souls. Is that why they say watch your P's and Q's? Oh, that's awful.
Another one of those.
Yeah. I'm going true on this one.
You are? I'm going false if you went true.
Okay.
Oh, so you're just going opposite of Bill. You're going to be the winner today, huh?
Yeah. Because if history's taught us anything,
I go with the
probably
odds.
Not good to go with the same thing I go with. All right, Steve, let's have it.
It's right. Dave's right because I made it all up.
Oh,
as soon as I thought of that headline in my head, I just died laughing. And I'm like, that's friggin' hilarious. And everybody I told it to started laughing immediately.
I'm just
spelling bee champion fired at Alphabet Soup Factory. That's just fucking hilarious. Sorry, freaking hilarious.
There you
go. I'm not going through the work of editing that. Well, I can't, can I? We're live.
Anyway.
Oh, God.
Okay, see if you get the last one right.
There's no way.
You're batting 100 here. 0 for 0 for 0.
Oh gosh, Mississippi couple sue local reality star. There's no way he made this up. Dale and Marcia Ruprecht are suing local small town reality star Ellis Crawford, known for his local cable network show Dream Home. This is where he receives applicant stories why they would be worthy of a home makeover. He uses his own money plus the sponsors and advertisers' money to do these beautiful homes. Sort of a knockoff from other like-minded shows, which you gave no examples of. But anyway,
he shortens them up.
But hey, he helps people in need. The only people with the show...
The
only problem with the show is that the Ruprechts live next door to the property where they were to do a complete teardown and start over. A complete brand new house was to be built for a deserving couple, so they thought the demo crew showed up and tore it down completely. Once they were done, Ellis was informed that they tore down the wrong house. The Ruprecht's attorney was not available for comment. He will have his day in court. Just goes to show there are idiots everywhere, and this is false.
No, this is a true story. Somebody did tear down the wrong house.
What do you think, Bill?
False.
You win.
Who wins?
You do.
Bill
I made it all up.
The only reason I said false is because I think that's 2 weeks in a row you phoned him in there, Stevie boy.
What do you mean? I got you?
Yep, you got me. Again. And again. And again. I got one right though.
It's all it's all out of 4. That's 25%, Bill.
That's right. Don't be messing with my 75%.
Oh, yeah, you did good.
Hey, Dave, 75's a C.
I know it. And that's where I usually am, back of the bus.
Back of the bus.
Usually right over the rural duels.
Man, you can't be talking about back of the bus, man.
I get pretty good at once I get thinking about stuff to start writing. It rolls out pretty good.
You have an uncanny talent for this, Steve. I don't think it can be overstated.
Well, I'm not gonna give my secrets, but the one that was true, I found that one, and I just couldn't find anything else that was worth. I mean, that wasn't interesting. As far as real stories, I mean,
most news isn't if it isn't gory or stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, those all come out pretty decent for a change. I still think that's my favorite headline of the year is right there. Spelling bee champion fired at the alphabet soup factory.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a quick look over here at CDL Life and see if there's anything.
Oh, there could be.
The only thing I was on there earlier, there's not a lot going on.
Well, hey, since we're live this time.
Yes. Since we're normally
what we was talking about before we went on the air to let people know we're going to try and do the Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville this coming year. What was it? March 30th, 31st, and April 1st?
That is correct.
And
the plan.
Sure, we don't know what our booth number will be yet, but we'll be letting people know as soon as we get it.
We were planning on going down there, sitting around a table, signing thousands of autographs.
Because of how massively famous we are, but yeah.
Right. With autographs.
Try and do live show from there.
Always. Well, it'll be a tape show. I don't think it'll be a live.
Well, we could do some show highlights and stuff.
I'm not staying on a Sunday when it's closed.
So I've been playing around with
some recording video.
Yeah, I've got a camera back here. I think I can make it work. In fact,
not too bad from Walmart.
Yeah. There's the camera that I plan on taking, so that we can do a little. I don't know if we're going to do a completely live show, or
but we'll record a show probably for that Sunday. Don't be swatting the flies. Is there a bee back there, Steve? I hear a mosquito.
It's like a.
What do you see swatting?
It's a mosquito, isn't it?
No, I was saying I was waving hi to the camera there.
Oh, I seen a mosquito back there, but apparently I caught him off guard.
No, I was on the live chat here, and everybody's doing it at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're gonna do if we're gonna do a live show, if we're just gonna maybe record some bits and pieces, but
tape it all together, make a show out of it.
I'm not sure. I mean,
and meet all these fantastic guys we're going to be. Oh, there that mosquito is. Like an hour, he's already dead by now.
Lord have mercy. It's like a couple of 6-year-olds. Make sure you got your finger on the stop button.
I was trying. I can't look up at the same time.
Hey.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. So,
where'd you guys go this week? Anywhere good?
Oh, gosh. So the week before last, I did a dump.
I don't want to know about that week.
Well, I mean, it's been a fortnight since we've done the show.
It all runs together after a while, don't it, Bill?
It sure does.
People are sending me buzz.
Yeah. Oh, I did see something fun. Oh, sorry, I asked you a question, but
yeah,
I see.
Shut up, he's going first.
They had a wood table with pieces of wood like for lanes, and they're having vibrator races, putting them at the top, and whichever gets to the bottom first. Hilarious.
Buzz. The one that won was hooked to a 12-volt car battery, huh?
No, it had a weed eater motor on it, Dave. So where'd you go last week, Bill? And week before?
We started taking dump trailers down to Corpus Christi, Texas. Oh, yeah. And
gravy.
Oh man.
And Bill's finding
wore pants 2 days that week.
Bill found the pecan coffee down there at the Texas.
Yes. Oh yeah. Quick shameless plug. Shout out.
Turned you on to that, didn't I?
Down at what's the name of that town again? Victoria, Texas.
Yep.
There's a place down there called the
There's
Texan.
2 of them now, I
There's
guess.
2 of them, yeah. One on the north side, one on the south side, and they've got it's an amazing place for food and drinks, but they've got a coffee in there that's flavored, and I quote, Texas pecan, and I
It's
got
a shame Bucky still won't let you come in their lot
because you're not
Bucky. Maybe just have like 100 pumps instead of 300, and then you can use some of
let
that
a couple
space
trucks
for,
come in. No,
yeah, pretty much.
What are you telling us with all this? That you just don't want truck drivers?
Well,
business?
it's the Walmart of convenience stores.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they got a little bit of everything inside of them.
But that Texan, I tell you what, I went in there twice. Once on the way down, once on the way back, and
Steve, he left on Monday, and he got back like around noon on Friday, and he was gone. I mean, he had one foot out the door talking to him Thursday about, man, this is a great run, and I got my back haul, and I'm out the door Friday.
I could have done without the back haul.
Hey, Hey, was he milkman in it, Dave?
Oh my God, not quite milkman in it because that's a whole different version. But he was definitely enjoying the week run to good hours to nice weekend off.
It was
at least 11 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, he wasn't like that guy Dave we know that's just to go sightseeing.
No. I did a little sightseeing.
Well, I didn't happen to go out of the way to go to Owensboro to get the back haul, but
what?
That was way out of the way. I know. I kind of thought the same thing.
Kind of was, yeah.
And they tell you, is that one of them who was on the way home?
Yes.
Yeah, I just said, not the way I'm going. It's not. I don't even go by there.
Yeah, because he told me that.
But
Shane was like, it's right on the way. No, it's not, Shane. I got to go into Kentucky. I don't go through Kentucky when I'm going to Texas.
That's where I'm like,
I might eventually.
When I left there, I went north. I didn't go east.
Yeah. Well, if
I'm in Oklahoma.
If you follow what's going to eventually be 69, which will be eventually
you'll go right through there.
But you've got to do some jogs and get off the beaten path a couple times.
It ain't never going to be in our life.
You're going to be retired before that happens.
I know.
Yeah.
When you're going down through Texas on 59, though, you can see places where you can see how it's going to eventually. It'll be nice.
Well, they've been changing every intersection down there for overpasses and access road by side for years.
As far as Indiana goes, you can actually get all the way. I think about 7 or 8 miles south of Indy is when you start getting stoplights again.
Well, they're working on the overpass, getting off 69 onto 69 now. So 2 years maybe that'll be done.
I think by 2024 we'll have 69 going nonstop.
They might even have downtown by then.
Hey, Bill, you think about it. When we were driving when we were younger, we were thinking, man, we'll never see a 4-lane across 30 all the way ever.
Oh, gosh sakes.
Hey, we'll never see a 4-lane all the way up 24. We'll never see that
either. Yeah.
And for crying out loud, we're never going to be able to go 70 across Ohio.
Exactly. And when they started opening up one section and another section, and I'm
or 35 across West Virginia.
Yes.
Ohio.
This is great, yeah.
24, but nothing tops 24 to Toledo.
Think about it now, though. I mean, I had 35 years of driving him, and it took that long to get just that in and done. So you can just imagine how much longer it's going to be for these bigger states.
Well, as I told Bill a while back, and I'm the oldest of us, and we are not truck drivers. We are nowhere near close to being truck drivers. Back when I started, I seen the stuff that they did 25 years before then. I ain't want no part of that job.
Well, you mean no air conditioning?
Air conditioning? What do you mean no air brakes? We had vacuum brakes.
Air conditioning was that little flap steering down by your left foot that you pull that thing
and
back.
If you had a Mac, you had one on the roof too.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And you waited till you felt the hair burning off your ankles, then you had to open them. Oh, I better open that up.
Yeah. Kick it
or the air ran windshield wipers that you'd have to grab that handle sometimes and move it by hand.
You let off the gas and those wipers would speed up, and you speed up and it'd slow down, lose all the vacuum.
And do you remember when they first come out with the satellite radio and you could, instead of having to listen to AM all night, inch,
Yeah. Well,
I never had satellite radio. I think
I had one of those FM converters. You could plug in the back of this. It was about that big, and you plug in and you turn in, and it's like.
I remember the first time I put a CD player in a truck.
A CD
Boy,
player.
was I hot stuff then.
Wow.
And I had a 13-inch TV VCR combo at one time. Man, oh man.
I can remember back when CBs were 23 channels, and you thought you were hot stuff having a 23, and then this 40 channel come out, and it's like, whoa, what happened?
I had one at one time that was only 4 channels.
My dad had a 12 channel.
You had to put crystals in this thing.
His
so
was
you
a
could
Johnson.
choose what 4 channels it was.
Yep. He had a 12 channel Johnson.
And there's a nice CB radio.
There's a joke there somewhere.
12 channel Johnson.
I've never heard them. I've never heard them measured in channels before.
That's right. We measured that channel in Johnson. And like every woman, that's 12 inches. So we've lied so much.
Well, whatever works. Bless their hearts. Well, we're coming up on an hour. You got anything else, guys?
Keep looking for that billboard. It let us know if you find it.
Yeah, that might materialize one of these days.
Yeah, it's still in the works. Might be just a sign out by the highway with a construction paper and a ruler taped to it, but we'll find one someplace.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so a quick little bit of admin. I want to throw a couple of thanks out there. I want to thank Bo for our artwork. Thank Frost and Octane for our theme music. If you like the show, go over to YouTube and hit the like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Actually, it has helped us out because we have gotten enough likes and subscribes that we can.
We're not last no more.
Well, we can stream live from a mobile device now, which we weren't able to do before. I don't know if that's ever going to be any use to us, but
well, of course it will. There's always somebody going.
Yeah. So, like and subscribe. We're available on all of the platforms, obviously on YouTube, but also Spotify and iHeartRadio and Pandora, gee whiz, Apple Podcast, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all of them. Or you can just do
anywhere you get your favorite podcast.
Anywhere you get your podcasts. I do put a little bit more production value into the audio only version. You'll get a little theme music and all that. I have not gone through the trouble of getting that to work on the YouTube version.
We can,
show.
But you gotta do a little work. But we can.
Well, you also have to be. I don't think you could do it with a live version. I suppose you could. I'd have to put something together and then play it, and then we'd come on. And I don't know. That's just a lot of.
I don't know. I see a lot of people doing it, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm sure there's.
By the way, Bill, since you're throwing out good things, throw me and Steve in there once in a while, man. You never talk about us.
I'm okay with it.
Oh, you're okay with it?
Like I'm the good guy and you're the bad guy.
He was sitting there reading something else and he wasn't even paying attention. I'm like,
talk about Dave and Steve. What can be said about Dave?
No, don't talk about. Just throw them out. Hey, I'd like to appreciate these guys, just like you did.
Hey, Bill, I appreciate you appreciating that.
These are shout outs to people that are not on the show. These are thanks to people that are
break your arm, pat
making
yourself
this.
on the back, Dave.
Gee whiz, Dave. The Lord have mercy. You feeling a little bit needy there? I want to thank Dave and Steve for co-hosting this show. Bill. If it wasn't for Dave, I don't see how I'd be able to do this show from one week to the next. He is the rock by which I attach my anchor.
Hello?
Is this thing on?
Hello.
I always need Dave to know that I thank him for this Emmy.
Not yet.
See, because folks, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but there's Dave and then there's God and then everybody else, So Dave, from the bottom of my heart, thanks.
That's all right. I got you, brother. Yeah.
And for everybody else,
play it.
I want to thank everybody for those of you that have stuck by us through all this. We appreciate it. Gosh sakes, we do this for fun, but it's turned out to be a big part of our lives. So we appreciate everybody that's that's stuck with us.
Yeah. If you see somebody, give them a shout out. Say, hey, you want to listen to something crazy different? We try getting a little crazy in our little serious news. Keep the trucking industry. So
if there's something you folks want to hear us talk about, get with us. You can email show@3ftpodcast.org, or we're also on all the socials. Basically, the Facebook group is by far the most popular, I think, because for normal people, Facebook is the internet. But you can also.
He says that's so condescending. Do you notice that?
That big lump in his throat.
Yeah. Well, I'm also a tech podcaster.
I know it. Yes,
it is.
It's hard for him to say that, folks.
I don't hate Facebook as much as most people in that space do, because when you're nerdy, you're supposed to have this elitist view about these things, and I kind of straddle both worlds. So it is what it is.
You go where the people are.
We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on Discord as well. We got a Discord room you can join if you're into that. Drop us a line. Let us know. We're also open to commentary. Folks, though, if you let me say this, and I hope I can be as respectful. I hope I'm interpreted as being respectful as I honestly mean to be. If you have something positive to say, I'd like to hear that. If you have something negative to say, I appreciate that too, but let's be constructive. Let's be respectful of each other. I promise you, if we say something on this show that offends you and you let us know, I will respond respectfully to that. Because there are honestly times where we're not completely in full possession of the facts, and yet we speak anyway, because this show is based on satire. There's no factual base to what we do. So understand that when you are quick to judge or you are quick to comment negatively, because if you come at me in a negative way, I am going to bounce back likewise, and that's just the way that's going to be. So I don't mind responding when people are offended by things on the show, but do so in a constructive way. And if you are indeed right, I will apologize, and I will even resend something I might have said that was perhaps either misinterpreted or completely out of line. I promise you that I will do that, and I think the other guys would too. But we have to.
Your buddy here, I know why he's not a state police officer no more. He is a stoner. The only problem is he can't get the good shit no more because he don't work for the police.
You don't think he stockpiled?
Did you see what he just posted on there?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he's high. Moving on.
Moving on. All right.
I want to let you know, Dave postponed going to work so that he was home, so that Mr. William didn't get upset with him being on the road and all his screwy shit in the truck trying to keep hooked up. Look at him. So
there's no reason why that shouldn't work, but
it does. But Dave tries making it better, and we hit buttons and pushes, and it's what it is.
Well, hey,
boy, I'd pay real money if you quit doing that.
I know you would.
All right,
Dave, it worked.
Yeah, I know it. Hey guys, it's been good talking to you this week. Let's bow out because I'm going to work.
All right, yeah, let's wrap it up. All right, so like and subscribe, folks. We'll be back in a fortnight where we'll be talking about God knows what. Until that time, I've been Bill.
And I'm Dave.